Hi guys, my name is Robert, and this is the Ultimate Guide to Legato, Part 1. So, in Part 1 what we're going to be focusing on are just some different warm-ups for you guys. Legato is something you really, it's best to have your hand warmed up, since it's so much focused on your left hand strength. You really want to make sure that you spend the time to warm up, because you can't actually hurt your hand if you don't warm up. So, I always run through a bunch of different random things, and some of the ones I'm getting ready to show you are just ones that I've used forever, and I still will probably continue to use them forever. But I have 4 different examples for you guys, and they all use all of your fingers. So that to me is the most important thing, because you don't want to really get in the habit of running all the time like that. Everybody's going to do that. I mean, I do licks like that all the time. But I also can do them with my pinky if I needed to. So it's not like an issue to me. It's just might be I'm gonna bend because I always bend with my ring finger for some reason. But anyways, so I'm just gonna go ahead and show you guys the examples. Like I said, there's gonna be 4 of them, and they're all kind of like different flavors of legato licks. So I hope that you guys enjoy them. Now, if you do like it, let me know, because I plan on making this a 4-part series. So hopefully you guys will stick it out and do the whole series with me and everything. So here are the licks. Alright guys, so here are your examples. Like I said, I have 4 of them for you, and they're all really good warm-ups, and they're all stuff that I still use all the time, and you know, I've learned them from different players and stuff, so I really think that they can help you out. So the first one is just that basic pentatonic box shape that everybody knows. Okay, but what I do is I don't pick it, I do hammer-ons and pull-offs, and this is something I saw Dime do in a clinic. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off on the 1st fret, and eventually you want to just work your way all the way up the fretboard. For time purposes, I'm just going to do a couple of them. So what I do is I go 1st fret, hammer on the 4th fret with your pinky. Okay, then you're going to pull off, hammer back on. Okay, and we're just going to do that up and down the scale. So that was 1st fret to 4th fret, pull off, and then hammer back on. So once you get that pattern down, it's really easy. If you don't know the scale, I'm going to tell you the frets. So just keep doing that same pattern, 1st fret to 3rd fret on the A, same thing on the D, same thing on the G. Now on the B, you go back to 1st fret to 4th fret with your pinky, high E, back to your pinky again, 1st fret, 4th fret. So this one really does sound like a lick. And what you're going to do then is just move up a fret, and then you're going to do pull-off. So the same pattern, but just kind of like flip. You're going to do pull-off. Was this 5 to 2? Hammer back on to 5. Pull back off to 2. Okay, but what I do when I shift, I move up another fret. So each time you end it, you move up a fret. But then what I do is now instead of using your pinky, I'm going to reach out with my ring finger. And then what the notes I was playing with my ring finger before are going to be my middle finger. So this way you're getting all your fingers involved. Okay, and so on. And just keep switching back and forth. And like I said, you really want to try to use all your fingers as much as possible. Okay, so lick number 2, there won't really be any tabs for it because it's real simple. It's one that most of you might already do or have done, and it's just a chromatic kind of run. So we're going to do this one at the 5th fret for kind of convenience purposes, and we're going to do 5, hammer on 6, hammer on 7, hammer on 8. So there's your chromatics, and just do it across the strings. Okay, and then again, you're going to move up a fret. And now you're going to do all pull-offs. So now we're at 9, pulling off the 8, pull off the 7, pull off the 6. Up to the B, do the same thing. just do that all over the place. And the reason I chose this one is because I'd rather you guys not do one just like that, honestly. I'm trying to come up with something a little bit different, like maybe take that chromatic scale and go up in like groups of threes. So what I mean is maybe go, okay, and then go down it. Okay, or go at an angle. Okay, so we are going to do something with this chromatic approach later, but we'll worry about that one later. So that was example number 2. Alright guys, so the third example definitely again has some like lick characteristics, and it's something that I use a ton in my legato runs and everything. It's just this basic kind of, that kind of a pattern. So what I'm doing here, and it's something I learned from a Richie Kotzen, I think it's his Rock Chops video, I'm not real sure, but he's definitely my biggest pull of an influence on legato. Like, I wish I could play legato half as good as him. So what I'm doing here, you can do this anywhere, but I'm going to start off on the 8th fret. Okay, so the lick is going to sound like this. Okay, so I go 8, pull off the 5, hammer on the 6, okay, hammer on the 8, okay, and pull off back to 6, then the 5. Okay, so then what I do next time is that 6 I'm going to replace with a 7, so I'm getting my ring finger in here. Okay, so I went 8, pull off the 5, hammer on the 7, hammer on 8, pull off the 7, pull off the 5. And I alternate and just get to where it's really smooth and clean. Okay, and it's better for you just to play it, if you have to, play it slow rather than playing, to where it just sounds like nothing. So you'll get a lot more out of it. Just starting off slow and working your way up. So that was the third lick. Whoa. Alright, so the fourth and final one is, again, a one that you'll notice I like to do a lot, is like have some licks that sound, exercises that sound like licks. It has some chromatic notes in it, because like I said, I really want to get all of our fingers involved. So here is the lick. Okay, so what I'm doing here, okay, is I'm going 5th fret, hammer on to the 8th fret, doing a pull off, back to 5th. Okay, then on the B string, I'm reaching up here and I'm doing 6, pull off 5, hammer on 6. Okay. Okay, and if you want, watch my picking on this, because I only picked the high E string. Okay, so then all I'm doing is replacing that 8th fret that I was hammering onto with a 7. Okay, still doing that 6, 5. Okay, then I replace the 7 with a 6, so I do a 5 hammer on 6, pull off 5. Same on the B. Oops. Okay, and then just move it around. I mean, maybe like a fusion player, you might really like something that sounds like that. Okay, that was example number 4.